I've stayed in some rough places before, but nothing prepared me for what I saw in the early hours behind the Slough Travelodge. At first, I thought it was just going to be a sleepy, quiet walk to the car. Instead, it turned into something straight out of Indiana Jones, except the booby traps were alive and swarming. It was a few years ago. We had an early flight, so we left the Travelodge around 5 a.m. to head to the car park. The streets were dead silent, just that kind of eerie calm you get before sunrise. We took the shortcut behind the hotel, a narrow concrete passageway between 2 old brick walls. The air smelled damp like old drains, and the ground was littered with scraps of paper and fast food wrappers. At first, I thought the shadows ahead of us were just debris moving in the breeze. Then one of them twitched, and I saw the eyes, rats, not 1 or 2 dozens. The whole alley was alive with them, their bodies rippling over each other in the half-light. We didn't have a choice. This was the only way to the car park. So we stepped forward. Within seconds, they were all around us. The sound was the worst part, the scratching, the high-pitched squeaks, the tiny claws tapping against the concrete. They weren't running away from us, they were running at us. I felt one brush against my ankle and I instinctively kicked it away. But then, another. And another. We were kicking rats off our shoes just to keep moving. It got bad fast. My dad saw my ma'am freeze in place, panicking as the swarm closed in around her. Without hesitating, he bent down, lifted her onto his back, and started trudging forward like some kind of battlefield rescue. I had my child clinging to me, 2 suitcases in my hands, trying not to drop anything while rats ran over my shoes. My wife, on the other hand, didn't even hesitate. She just started booting the little bastards left and right, clearing a path through the swarm. We moved as fast as we could, but the passage felt endless. Every step, more of them scurried in from the shadows. Finally, we burst out onto the open pavement near the car park, hearts pounding, feet aching. When we turned back, the alley looked empty again, just still shadows and litter, no sign of the swarm. To this day, I can't walk down a narrow back street without thinking about that morning in Slough, because for 5 solid minutes, we weren't tourists, we were intruders, in the middle of something's territory.